bass pedal compressors. Do you actually need one? And if so, which one is best for your playing? In this video, we're gonna review 3 top bass pedal compressors and decide which one's the best and for what use. The 3 pedals I have are the SansAmp Bass Driver DI by Tech21, the MXR compressor, and finally, the Darkglass Hyper Luminal. If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I love reviewing bass pedals, I play bass, produce music, and do lots of other fun, creative things on this channel. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe so I can keep making these videos. All right, let's hear how all these compressors stack up. Let's first talk about what compression is for those that don't know or those that need a review. Let's imagine this square is the space that your bass sound can live in. Now, without compression, your notes naturally jump around. Some could be quiet, some could be loud. You're not filling the box evenly, and that can really impact the dynamics of your overall sound, whether it's in the studio or live. Now, what compression does is even things out. So it'll pull down the peaks that are too loud. And at the same time, it lets you raise the overall level of the tone and output signal, filling the entire frequency range here. Now the whole box is filled. Your bass sits tighter and more consistent in there, and it cuts through the mix without random jumps. Compression isn't about crushing your dynamics. It's really about controlling them so every note speaks and your bass fills the space in the mix evenly. The Hyper Luminal by Darkglass is a futuristic hybrid pedal. It's hybrid meaning the signal path is analog, but the control and modeling is digital, and it gives 3 different compressor modes all in one pedal. SansAmp is a classic DI with compression built in. You've seen this pedal on pedal boards for decades with bass players, and it's more than just a DI. It has its own tone shaping, grit, and yes, the compressor built in. If you want color and vibe baked in, this pedal is it. And finally, the MXR compressor is a transparent control freak because it's super transparent with full studio style control. If you want to hear your bass exactly how it is, just more polished and consistent, the MXR is the benchmark. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, my SansAmp levels were so high, but that's okay. I had a lot of presence. My first reactions are, I need more. More! Good! More! I need more time with the Hyper Luminal because something was happening there. I was getting a percussiveness, which is so modern. Like a plunk, this plunky, glassy sound. It almost sounds like I have an active bass. Those were some demos of fingerstyle grooves and a little bit of popping happening on the strings. This is dB, and we have frequency in hertz. Check out this graph. It shows how each pedal colors your bass line. We're going to break it down pedal by pedal. So this is the pink line for the SansAmp DI. See how it rises in the lows and mids and then rolls off on the highs. That's exactly what an amp and a cabinet do. It fattens up the bottom, pushes the growl of the mids, and smooths the top end, so it feels like with this pedal, you're running through a real rig. And that's why I was getting so much gain and output in the demo. The SansAmp is an analog amp emulation circuit with compression in there. So the feel of this is warm, dynamic, and super touch sensitive. In terms of how it colors the sound, the lows are thick and round. The mids are warm and pushy. You can get these high mids on here that are very aggressive and almost growling. Pair that with a Rickenbacker and you're a lion. And then the highs get rolled off smoothly, just like they do on amps, because this is modeling tube amp-like sound. Real SVT Ampeg sound that I can get out of this, which I love. That's one of my favorite amps.
I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of?
This green line is our Hyper Luminal EQ pedal. Now look at this. It's just little bumps depending on the mode that you're in, but it always keeps that analog feel in the signal path. This pedal's unique in that it has an analog audio path and digital sidechain control. So it is a hybrid pedal. It retains analog fullness, but adds flexible modeled behaviors. On our modes with this pedal, we have bus. This is an SSL style compressor, tight lows, punchy mids, airy highs. We have FET, the 1176 style compressor, which is bright with aggressive upper mids. And we have Sim for super symmetry, smoother, darker, rounder lows. This is gonna give you analog warmth with digital versatility. My favorite during the demo is definitely that FET 1176 style. Compression, and I'm not surprised. I do so much bass engineering with 1176 compressors, so my ear went right to that. And then last but not least, the MXR M87 compressor. The blue line is the MXR compressor. See how flat this is? That's because the MXR is super transparent. It doesn't change your EQ much. It's really an honest pedal. It controls your dynamics and gives you that studio polished feel. This pedal is 100% analog. This uses an analog VCA compressor. That's a voltage controlled amplifier to intake the signal and smooth out the highs, bring up the lows. It's immediately responsive. There's no latency on this, and super dynamic transparency. It's you through and through. As for coloration on this pedal, the lows are super tightened, very controlled. The mids are neutral and the highs are neutral. Some of those highs I felt really softening on this pedal, which is cool. It's gonna happen under heavy compression. They're still there. The character overall is studio clean, transparent, and hi-fi. This next demo, we're gonna move through slap and a little more pop and see how percussively these pedals handle the loudness. Let's try it. Hyper Luminal, little more, little more. What did I like the best? Clean, kinda, end of video.
That's all, folks.
God, they're so different. I did not love slap as much on the Hyper Luminal. Fingerstyle feels really good on the Hyper Luminal. Slap felt really good on the SansAmp because you can play with the presence, play with the treble in a way that you would want to for slap tone. And MXR, when you crank the output, it was hanging. Let me see this again. I like the MXR more, actually, on the slap when I hear it without the drums going. What if I crank it? There's like no low end. What happened, you guys?
Nani?
Let's go from fet to bus. Here's the different modes. Let's go up one more. I'm not gonna slap on a flat string bass, am I? Oh, that's horrifying.
Oh, hell no!
Now that was the first time I ever played the Hyper Luminal. I had no prior time on this pedal, so everything you were witnessing was brand new. This is a sleek pedal, and I love this brush metal finish. The touch controls, it's really, really nice. I've noticed a lot of low end coming out, even with the blend up and down. So I was struggling with low end where this pedal just comes in and blows everything away. Sometimes it's great, sometimes the tone is a little left of what I need, but I just love how reliably full this can get, including with compression. It has a drive element. I love it.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
This can work with all genres of music. I really see how the Darkglass line can cut through super modern metal, all forms of dark black, screamo metal. You need loudness in there, and this starts to give a percussiveness. At one point, I don't think there was tone. It was just click, 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 and I like that about this and can see how these play into certain genres of music. And then Old Faithful, for me, is this MXR compressor. I can hit this every time, and it feels like me, not left of what I want, but I can get louder or stronger or fuller on my signal, and I like how it handled all the different playing styles. If you want vintage tone shaping, go with the SansAmp. If you want invisible polish, go with the MXR. But if you want flexibility and super modern control, Hyper Luminal is your guy. Let me know down in the comments which one you like the best, or if clean tone is still your thing. Or let me know what other bass compressor pedals I need, and together in the comments, we can all flame one another's gear acquisition syndrome. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. God. Anemia. Going to Flatwound. All right. Oh God, these are so heavy. In-ear monitored. Let me hear the bass guitar.